Larry and I have always been in church all our lives, and we got to a point where we were not being fed by our churches, and we quit going. We just became unenchanted with church. It was just not doing anything for us. And so for several years we went, and then of course COVID came along, and that made everybody stay home. But we were not going anywhere, and we received a postcard in the mail. We weren't feeling good about where the churches were headed anyway, and with all of the evangelism.
They were a lot of restrictions. It wasn't that God loved everybody. It was like loved us as long as you fit their requirements.
Right. And then we got this postcard. And I told Larry, I said, this really looks like what we're looking for. We didn't know we were looking for anything, but it looks like what we're looking for. So we went to church. We went to a sermon. We were really impressed. And we filled out we're visitors, like you always do. We've done it before in churches, never heard from anybody, and didn't figure we would here. By golly, the next day we get a phone call from David wanting to take us to breakfast. We went to breakfast with David and Cherie, and it was like, wow, these people are real.
Well, they're real personal.
Yeah.
And they, were able to discuss things openly as far as kind of where they were coming from, but we really wanted to know more what we were needing. And that made us feel very welcome into the community.
My example is I was feeling like, we're getting older, and we didn't have a community of people, and it was bothering me. And so by coming here, I feel like we have a family now. We have a whole family that cares about us, and the feeling is the same with everybody that we come into contact here with at the church. They're all so welcoming. I feel like I've known them all my life.
And we don't feel any judgments
at
all. Not the way we live or believe or question about what's going on or our faith. They, everybody listens and understands and, communicates.
Well, I can speak up for that. I'm good at speaking up. As far as I'm concerned, my main concern, I love the social justice that this church does, but I had this deep feeling for years I needed to help somebody. And first time I came, David introduced me to Nancy and said, we have this food pantry, and maybe you can help there. Between Nancy and Jim, they were both just so welcoming, got me just totally immersed in food pantry. And now, I'm telling you, every week I will not miss it. I'll be here because I get so much from helping these people. I've made friends with them. They're part of my family now, too. It's a wonderful ministry.
Well, I think we're trying to support the goals and the direction of this church and this effort we have in all kinds of directions. Maybe some that we don't participate in, but there are a lot of things that are going on in this church that offers it to everybody, and they need the ability to do that, and financial is important.
I think just the most grateful would be just the opening arms of everyone. We say every single other. It means something. It helps guide my whole life.
And you see how people of, their different lifestyles are here, are accepted by everybody. Mm-hmm. Not just individuals, not just David, everybody in this church. This is a full-hearted community that loves everybody.
It's helped me to learn how to speak with other people who have other opinions than I do, other viewpoints, other lifestyles, and to be open and to be able to accept what they have and what they're going through and to empathize with them. to know that I'm no better than they are.
And to have peace in your own heart as a knowing that this is truly what the ministry of Jesus taught.